So whenever you are having some experience and you are upgrading your profile as a SAP senior consultant, most of the time you will find there is a requirement of product costing. And here you can see one job requirement is there, job posting is there from Accenture. And if you'll check here, so here you can also, you can see here there is a requirement of product costing. And today we will talk about the impact of material ledger on product costing. So first let's understand what is material ledger. So material ledger is one component which is there in your product costing. So I will show you in the system also, and that manages your inventory. So everything related to your inventory valuation we are managing through the material ledger. So when you are going to do the valuation of inventory, material ledger required. When you are going to report your inventories with multiple currencies, so that time also material ledger is required. So basically we can say that everything related to inventory we are going to manage with your material ledger. Material ledger is not only applicable with product costing, it is also applicable when you are going to see different processes. In every process we will see the material ledger impact. In this particular blog I'm going to explain what is the impact of material ledger when we are going for the actual costing. It's not only actual costing, it is also applicable on standard costing. So companies use material ledger to manage their inventories for both standard cost as well as actual cost. So as we know that standard cost is used throughout the month to evaluate any material and all type of movement, the transactions we are doing. Then in the end of the month, material ledger is, by using the material ledger, we are going to calculate the cost of the material for that period by taking all your accounts, all your material movements, in logistic, or all the cost associated with your different type of material. Maybe it is raw material, maybe it is related to your packing material, or related all the actual cost for your production order, all the price difference. So everything we are going to manage with this material ledger. So that is why material ledger is always closely connected with your actual costing. And also many people think that this function, the material ledger, it is reside under your material management. That means they must think, they are thinking that material ledger is part of module. It is somehow connected, some connections with your module, but it is not part of module. It is, you can say it is part of your controlling module, or it is part of your management accounting. Or in fact, I would say that material ledger is one of your component for your product cost calculation. Just like you have receivable, payable, it is also one of your sub ledger. This function also there in ECC, but most of the time you will find that the use was not there in ECC, because the moment you are going to activate material ledger, then some more documents will be there in EC system. And in EC system, we are struggling with so many documents. So that is why companies used to avoid the use of material ledger. But of course, if you are going to use material ledger, then it's having its own advantage. So that is why in S4, SAP made it mandatory, because nowadays every company, they are using it. All the country, they have started using, or they introduced the statutory requirement, the use of inventory valuations. Now in S4 HANA, material ledger is mandatory. But unfortunately, it's only activation is mandatory, but the use of actual costing, all these things, still it is optional. So if business want that, it is required. But when you will go for job point of view, and if you are showing that I have experience or exposure on product costing, then you will get a good number of questions, or you will get questions on material ledger too. So as we know that product costing is combination of your plant cost, that means cost related to your plant material, your activities. Second option will be your cost object controlling. That means all your cost related to a manufacturing order, or let's say production order, process order, or it may be a sales order also. Third option is actual costing material ledger. So if you'll check in the SAP system, you will find these three components are there. So here you can see the cost calculation related to any particular product. So if you'll expand this one, here you will find that controlling module, and under this controlling module, you will find that under product cost controlling, so you will find that it is related to plant cost, which you are going to calculate of a product in advance. So that is your product cost planning. Then second option you will find here, so use of material ledger in cost object controlling. you will find the use of actual costing material ledger. So I'm going to show you one scenario which is related to your actual costing today, so that in interview if you'll get any question, so you can say that how material ledger is going to help us. And don't think that material ledger exists in isolation. So material ledger does not exist in isolation or individually. In fact, material ledger is mainly designed to use in the manufacturing sector. So that is why I said that it is closely connected with your product costing, and that to your actual costing. So that means where your production order is there or processing orders are there, different goods we are using. It is let's say we are doing sales, because it is also applicable in your order to cash process also. So wherever inventory is there, you will find use of material ledger. If you are going to purchase anything, because of course when you are going to do the manufacturing, so you need the different type of material, and when you are going to purchase your material, so that time you are going to maybe differences will be there, exchanges difference will be there, or any variance will be there. So again, that time material ledger will be there. So the main purpose of material ledger is to manage the product related to your cost calculation. So whether it is preliminary valuation, whether it is price determination, whether it is revaluation, so in every area you will find the use of material ledger. So here related to this material ledger, I will create a couple of scenarios so that you will get better idea. And when you will go to any particular product, if we will go to the material master, let's say, so just randomly let me take a material number here, suppose let's say 83, and if we will go to the accounting view, so now you can see this is one material master, and in this material master also you will find the use of material ledger. So what I said that what is the use of material ledger? So through this material ledger, we can evaluate our inventories. Now you can see the price of inventory is evaluated in my local currency. It is also evaluated with my group currency. So that is also one of the function of your material ledger. So by using the material ledger, we can evaluate our inventory with multiple currencies. Now you can see here some price determination option is there. So in price determination option, you will find that 3 and 2 option you will find. So if it is 2, that means transaction based. Now here I selected 3, or in my configuration I have maintained here 3, so that's why it's showing that single and multi-level, but we have another option is there, that is 2. So what is this price determination? It is known as your price indicator options. Okay, so this price indicator or this price determination is going to help us to evaluate our inventory when we are going to do the cost calculation, whether we are going to follow moving average or we are going to follow the standard price. So if it is selected, in this case it is selected 3, but let's say if it is selected 2, that means the transaction based. If I will click here, you will find what other options are there. If I will click here, you can see option 2 is there, that is your transaction based. So if it is selected as 2, that means if it is 2, that means we have the choice, the price control we can take V, that is moving average, or we can take standard price. So if the material price is S, like for example, let's say material determination we have selected 2, that is transaction based, and with 2, here we have selected the price as S. Price as S. So that means we have maintained our material with standard price. In that case, moving average price or moving average is calculated just for your information only. So it is not used for your valuation. And mostly you will find when it is trading business, or let's say it is your secondary material. So in that case, we used to select option 2. Whereas if it is, let's say, going to be significant value in your price calculation, or your material is your significant value in your calculation, and we are going to have a manufacturing, and we are going to do a detailed cost calculation, cost analysis. So in that case, we can go for price determination as 3, which is a you can say a better combination, a better option. So 3 means it is single multi-label. So if we will choose this option, then price control will be S. So in my case also, you can see the price control is selected as S, means standard price. So if it is, if I will say like what is the best option? So best option will be, if we are going to select here 2, that means it is transaction based, then go for moving average. Okay, so you know what is moving average. So if you don't know the moving average, you can check this video. I will add that in the link. Then if it is 3, then in that case, it should be S, standard price. So if your transaction based, then go for moving average. If it is standard price, then go for price 3. So as this material I have used in my manufacturing or manufacturing process or a detailed cost I have calculated. So that is why I have selected here option 3. Now we will see the actual costing process flow, and with reference to that we will see the material ledger. So normally what we are doing, we supposed to do the cost calculation and we are going to do the manufacturing. For that purpose we need some raw materials which we need to purchase. So as usual we will create a purchase order, then next will be GR, then next will be your invoice, that means Migo Miro will be there, and finally we are going to make the payment. This one you can say P2P process, but basically here my focus is, as we are going to manufacture this particular or couple of raw materials we are going to include in our cost calculation as a part of your manufacturing process, so we will purchase it. So if we are going to purchase it, okay, so as I said, if inventory will be there, what type of inventory, raw material, finished stock, whatever. So as we are going to purchase finished stock, obviously we are not going to purchase, we will manufacturing it, because I'm assuming it is not trading business. So if we are going to purchase it, so then, and if difference is there at the time of maybe GR, maybe invoice, let's say here difference is there. So if any difference will be there, then how we are going to capture that difference accounting point of view as a result of your FIMM integration, plus how we will show that in your material ledger. So I'm going to show you two documents. So one document is your as FIMM integration, and another document is related to our material ledger. So here in cost calculation, so let me show you a production order first, then we will go to the material. So I will take one material for example purpose, but before that let me show you a production order. So let's take, this is the one production order, and in this production order if I will go to the component, so in component I can see different type of materials I have included here. Let's take the first material, that is material number 81. Now if obviously we are going to purchase this material for your procurement point of view, and if we have procured it, if you have purchased it for your manufacturing point of view as part of your stock item, so let's check first the accounting entry. Obviously if we have purchased, then that should be, the accounting document should be there. Now here not only one material, couple of materials are there, and you need to check this accounting entry. So this is your result of your FIMM integration. Now without material ledger also you are going to have this accounting entry. So here these are my transaction keys are there, and in this process you can see that there is as we procured the inventory, so this is my stock, that is we purchased, then we have GRIR, so this is my balance sheet item, this is my balance sheet item, WX, BSX and WRX, and here you can see a difference is there, the price variance, you can see difference is there. This is our purchase price difference, purchase price variance. If this difference is there, now if you don't have material ledger, then this one we are going to completely ignore it. That means accounting point of view it will be there, but inventory valuation point of view we are not going to consider this one. But obviously your price or difference is there, so if difference is there, that should be there in the material ledger. So now let me check this material or material number 83, which is there in our cost calculation process, and we will see the material detail information related to material number 81, which is my raw material. So this is our material ledger analysis, inventory analysis. So with reference to that purchase order, as we procured this material and there was some differences there, so in our accounting document that we have seen this difference, price difference, right? So this difference is also captured in your price difference from the material ledger point of view. And how we got this price difference? This price difference because of your procurement. Now this is your, it is actually part of, entire process is part of your cost calculation. So this cost in next I'm going to show with reference to a production order. So this difference is there related to your purchase price difference. So it is related to your material ledger. Okay, so now you can see the use of material ledger with reference to purchase, with reference to procurement. Now coming to the next step. So we purchase this material. Now we are going to use this material in our purchase. So that means we have created the purchase order. Sorry, my mistake. So we have to create a production order. So we have created the production order. Then after that, we are going to confirm that production order. So production order will be confirmed. So when we are going to confirm the production order, so material movement will be there. So we are going to issue the material, right? So consumptions will be there. Then we are going to have activity confirmation and all there. But in this particular blog, I'm not explaining related to activity because that is another concept. So we will only focus on the inventory part. So that means your raw material consumption or raw material cost is going to debit and your raw material stock is going to credit. This is a normal accounting entry. But if some cost is there, let's say cost is 500, so this cost is part of your cost calculation, and in your material ledger analysis also, it should be there in your cost calculations. Okay, so your bill of material data, whatever it is there in your production process, so it should be there in the accounting, also it should be there in the material ledger. So last example was related to purchase, this example is related to manufacturing, so let's check that. So here also again we will go to the accounting document first. This is the consumption document, and here you can see GBB, that means your cost. This is your balance sheet item where inventory we have credited, raw material we have credited, and the raw material consumption account debited. If you want to check the source document, you can see you will find the same source document, that is your logistic document or confirmation of your material number 81. So as here we consumed some inventories, so I can see here we have reported a cost of 10815. This is your normal FIMM integration or result of your FIMM integration. Now this one should be there in my production order. So let's check it. Let's have a look into the production order. Okay, so what is your cost? The cost is 1011. This is the first one is your preliminary cost. We are checking the actual cost. So with reference to the production order, so we have reported the cost as 10815. This is my PP data, production order data. This one is my accounting data. And I want to see the same information in the material ledger analysis. Now check with reference to consumption, with reference to the production order. So here two production orders are there, but we are checking the production order. Check the cost object here. So the production order is 142 last. So with reference to that, we want to see that what is the cost? 10815. Again, here also you can see the use of material ledger. Now, if material ledger is not there, then this part will not be there. So your cost calculation may be there, but inventory or cost related to inventory analysis informations will not be there. So that is why material ledger. Parallel, you can see the moment you are going to do the cost calculation, parallelly you will find the use of material ledger. So this one is your raw material consumption, accounting, production, data from PP, and this is your ML, material ledger. And good thing that in S4, everything is part of your AC Doc A. So if you check these documents, you will find that all these will be part of your AC Doc A. Now, just for sample, let me check this document. In our AC doc, and there we will see the cost object. So the document number 4906. Let's have a look into this. So I entered here the details. Now I'm going to execute. Now you can see here, this is my accounting document 49006 because other materials are there. So wherever you will find the business transaction coin is there, so there you will find the accounting, because here we are going to transfer all our inventory related cost to our cost object, and that cost object will be production order. So if we'll go to the line items, now see here where we are transferring the values. So we are transferring the values to our production order. So this is my production order. So it is material, then all activities, my overhead. So everything we are transferring to production order, but basically here we are focusing on the material. Now this data is there in your AC Doc A, right? And here the cost object, if you'll see, this line. So here he will find the cost object as my production order. Right? So my cost object is production order. So this is the benefit having the universal journal, because everything will be part of your AC docket. So back to the topic. So far we have seen the use of material ledger when we are going to purchase the raw material, then we are going to consume the raw material, or we are going to include in our cost of calculation. Now next, coming to the production receipt. Assume that we have completed the manufacturing, and the material is ready, the finished stock is ready. So we are going to receiving back the inventory. So that means your FG stock is going to debit and credit will be FG stock. FG stock is going to debit, credit will be your change in stock, increase, decrease in stock, whatever you can say. Now that should be there in the accounting, also in the material ledger, and of course it will be there in your AC docket table. Now here you can see, if you will check here, the receipt, production receipt amount is there, and that same information also should be there in the production receipt. And in this process, in month end, if any difference will be there after revaluation and all, variance will be there. So that also we are going to see in our books of accounts along with material ledger. So now let's see the document first with reference to production receipt. Okay, so what is the amount? 114596. So same amount you can see here, it is there. And how we got it, if you'll check the source document, you will find the source document again, FG. So all cost we have capitalized with production order. Now production order, we are transferring the value to the finished stock. So that's why here the change in stock credited, because cost we have capitalized. And this is my finished stock. So this finished stock is there recorded in my accounting. So this is in accounting BSX, that is your FG stock, and the credit is of course the production order. Now I want to see the same information in the material ledger. So if you'll go to the inventory, so let's check the inventory. So inventory is 83. So this is our 83 inventory. Yeah, 83. So if we will check 83, now see here, I want to see the production receipt with reference to the production order 142. Okay, so here you can see the amount is recorded 114596. So it is there in the material ledger. Every activity is recorded in your material ledger. So we are not just going to report the inventory, we are evaluating the inventory. Okay, so till now we verified the purchase of raw materials, then we have checked the consumption of raw material, which is nothing but your production order confirmation. Then we have checked the production receipt. So that is also we verified. Now next, coming to your month-end activities. So in month-end activities, when you are going to have, let's say you have calculated your actual cost by reevaluating your price and all for all activities. So let me show you that. Again, that is not related to material ledger, but it is part of the process. In interview, maybe end-to-end question will not be there, but they will just pick one point and they will say, clarify how this material ledger is used in when you are going to confirm the production order, or at the time of re-evaluation, or in month end. So any point they can pick and they can ask the questions, but better to have a complete process knowledge. So this process is completed. I already calculated my planned cost and actual cost. So let me show you that. For the period 6 means it is September. I am using April to March reporting. And check it. Okay, so this first line, every This is my activity type. So every activity type, two lines are there. The first one is your planned price and second one is my actual price. So in month end, we have calculated the actual price. Now we are going to use this price in our revaluation. So that is why you can see that this production order is revaluated in month end. So it's all the order settlement, everything there done. Now end result, I can see here some differences is there or the variances is there. So if any variance is there, that variance also we are going to capture in our books of accounts, plus that should be also there in your material ledger, and it should be there in the COPA as well, the difference. Okay, so let's see the variance here. I can see this value here, 17,192. I'm in wrong screen. So if we will go to material ledger, and with reference to this order settlement, so you can see here 17,192.53. So this is we have recorded in material ledger, but in material ledger we are not doing anything. It's an analytical module. So here we are just doing the inventory analysis. Where I can see the accounting, of course we need to check the accounting document. So let's check that. So here it is. So difference is there, the price difference. Last time we have seen during purchase one price difference, and that also we have recorded in our material ledger. Here this is finished stock. In month end after evaluation, the difference is there, and this difference, it is your accounting impact. This is there in the material ledger. You can see the price difference, and also if you have configured profitability analysis, so same also will be reported there too. Okay, so check the last line. So this is the difference, including all your characteristics, everything, it is recorded here. So this amount also difference. So material ledger will be used in every business process wherever inventory will be used. So in our next blog, I will show you the order to cash process and its use of material ledger. So basically in this blog, I have highlighted that how the material ledger is useful when you are going to use in the cost calculation. So in your resume, if you are showing that I have knowledge of product costing, make sure that actual costing, you should be very well versed, okay, and also material ledger. Without material ledger, your cost calculation or your actual costing will be incomplete. So in job profile, if there is a requirement of product costing is there, make sure that material ledger questions you should be, material ledger area you should be very well prepared, because definitely you will get good number of questions from the material ledger as well related to your cost calculation. So I hope you got some idea, or if you have any question, feel free to add in the comments, I will answer. Thank you.